With the continued success of reality TV shows that focus on home renovations, a lot of more Australians are trying to do that for themselves and renovate their own homes.
They are.
So for the average Australian, how much does that cost to renovate their house?
I think a lot of it, you have to understand, will depend on the scope of the renovation. So if somebody's just looking to do a bathroom, it's obviously going to be a lot more cost effective for them to do that than plan the whole renovation or refurbish an entire house or add an extension. So renovating covers a wide gamut of trades and services and plans, essentially. We call it the scope of the project. So the scope could be very small. It could be just changing the carpet or ripping up old carpet and polishing floorboards, or it could be adding a second floor extension. So I would say any sort of renovation is going to cost you if you're doing it properly. How much you spend on it will depend on the scope of the project.
I read somewhere that you should spend roughly 5% of the value of your property on your renovation so that you're not over-capitalising. Is that something that you go by?
I think I'd debunk that myth just a little. Really, I believe a good renovation, the successful renovation, will really depend on why you're doing it. So if you're doing it to flip that property, to sell it very quickly and to maximise your profit, 5% might be a little high. On the other hand, 5% of a renovation, you know, on the average cost of a house at $500,000 is really only going to net you about $25,000, and that won't go very far on your renovation. So, you know, an average bathroom will cost you in the vicinity of about $25,000 to $30,000. So if you're looking to refurbish a house, you probably need to budget for a little higher than that 5%.
So is that much the same as the length of the project and how long it takes to renovate? Is it a little bit like how long is a piece of string?
Yes, it is. I mean, the advent of reality TV describing, you know, a bathroom renovation in 3 days is unfortunately not reality at all. So, and it's certainly not, you know, if you want the job done properly, then it's going to take time. And there's no point in trying to work around that. So I guess if you're signing a contract with a builder, they'll have a time frame on that contract for you that you can pretty much count on, because contractually they need to stay within those constraints. If you're just working with your own trades and managing that project yourself, it's probably going to be up in the air a little bit for you. And common mistakes that people can make include not knowing which trade comes first and then needing to get trades back again. So that can extend the length of a renovation. However, generally speaking, I would say for a minor refurbishment of a kitchen and a bathroom, for example, allow yourself 6 to 8 weeks. And if you're doing an extension, say it's single story extension, you're just wanting to add another living room and kitchen, for example, you're probably looking at close to 12 months, and a second story extension may be longer. So bear those timeframes in mind when you're planning, because it's really important that you get that nailed. So
that's quite a significant amount of time, and for a lot of people, they're going to have to live somewhere. Certainly 12 months is a long time to live elsewhere. Is it a normal thing, and is it an okay thing to coexist while you're renovating?
Look, if you're a young professional couple and this is your first renovation and you've got lots of energy and you're happy to stay in there and live in the dirt and the dust and you have a realistic expectation of what that's going to be like, by all means do it. If mortgage stress is a real factor and you actually can't afford to to rent somewhere temporarily while your renovation is going on, then it may be better for you to stay in the house and try to live through it as much as you can. In every other scenario that I can think of, it is far better for you to move out. If you're able to move away from that renovation project, then when you're coming in, you're seeing the development of it, you're seeing what's happened during that day or the last few days when you haven't been on site, and it's a lot more exciting and a lot less stressful.